Who? Rob? Yeah, I had to say that shit loud as hell because I'm back at it again. Happy to satisfy y'all through laughter, through joy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Out here trying to heal the world type shit. But, like, anyway, y'all already know. Get straight to the story. Now, this happened when I was like 8 years young. I go to my grandma's. No, not my grandma's. My bad. I go to my aunt's house to spend the night. You know what I mean? They want us over there. I want to be over there. So my year-old self and my siblings, me and my sister, I believe, we pull up. We go over there, and within like 5 minutes of being there. Now, mind you, well, before I proceed, mind you, my grandmother. Well, no. Why the fuck did I keep saying grandma? My grandma was in the story. She was there, which is probably why. But I went to my aunt's apartments. Now her apartments, like any other apartments, you know what I'm saying? But like her shit is right next to a highway, right? Or like her apartment complex is like right by a highway. And on top of that, this is crazy. There's her apartment complex, right? Her apartment complex. There's the highway, and then there's this big ass forest with the fence around it that I don't even know why this shit is there. This shit is crazy. That y'all should have built more land. What are y'all doing? The fuck y'all really ain't trying to make the dough. But I appreciate them letting me know in some way, shape, or form that they're trying to keep the nature. Now they didn't tell me that personally, but like y'all get my point. Like, you know what I'm saying? It looks pretty nice up until it gets darker. Like nighttime hits, because we came there like I don't know, like 5 or 6 during sunset. It gets darker. You know what I mean? It becomes nighttime. These motherfuckers decide to tell me a creepy old story about how like there was like this headless, like, well, no, not headless, but like half horse, half human witch in the forest. And my grandma was telling me, oh yeah, there used to be this creature, this half horse, half human witch who lived in that exact same forest. But you know what I'm saying? I would tell your mother and your aunts that to scare them. I thought that way. That's exactly what I thought. Up until later that night. So, fast forwarding, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with man, before this even happened, like before I'm about to tell you what I literally experienced. Me and my cousins and my siblings, we playing a game called Life or something, like a board game, but we doing it like through the tablet. We having fun. I think I won, actually. I think I won. It was either me, I think I got second place or first place, but regardless, you know what I'm saying? I caught the dub in some way, shape, or form, right? So, um, my cousin puts me on to like this, like he's like, I don't know what the fuck he did, but like, this guy got some shit involving pickle juice or some shit. Managed to crunch it up, like ice it up, crunch it up. I ate that shit. That shit was nice. I ate a little chicken, and then I'm in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my bed. So me and my cousin, we're staying in the same room. I'm in my bed. He's in his bed. I'm like, bro, I'm hungry. This is like, man, you just ate. So like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Later on, we're watching TV, and at some point, this nigga falls asleep, and I turn the TV off, trying to sleep, because I, as an 8-year-old, me personally, I was a little homesick. So I had a hard time, like, I don't know why I did that, but like I had a hard time like having fun like at other people's houses. And on top of that, I wasn't really allowed to like go into anyone else's houses, but this is family. So anyway, I'm chilling, trying to sleep, and suddenly I hear like the feet of a horse inside the fucking house. And now I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Cause I'm thinking like, bro, I was the last one up inside the living room. I was the last one awake. My nieces and nephews, well, my cousins, at least, my younger cousins and my sister, I'm watching them all asleep. Like I'm chilling, just looking at them like every now and then to check up on them, like just like sitting on the couch. They were on the floor. They were on the living room floor, on the carpet, like with their blankets, sleep. I couldn't have been them niggas. And on top of that, I have an older cousin who also happened to be there. One of my other older cousins. He didn't leave his room once. I chilled with him. He showed me a gun or some shit. He's like, oh, don't tell nobody. That shit had like a laser sight on it and everything. It was crazy. But anyway, it couldn't have been him. The fuck does this grown ass nigga look like walking around that bit with tap shoes? But anyway, so I hear the sounds of a horse, right? I hear the sounds of a horse. Like it was slow as hell though, and it was like walking around the living room, like it was like walking around the house searching for something. And then, I mind y'all can't tell me that nobody broke in because I didn't hear a damn door open in the fucking house, bro. I didn't hear no door open or close. So this thing, like it walks towards the room I'm in, the door, and I see like from the light, I see it just standing there, like directly in front of the door. And I'm thinking of myself like, please don't come in here. Please don't come into this room. Please don't come in here. Please don't come in here. Please don't come in here. Like I'm like 8 years old, like bro, I'm cooked. Me and my cousin, I'm cooked. We're cooked, we're done. If this motherfucker burst through this door, it just stood there for like 8 seconds, like 8 seconds or something like that, like a few seconds, and then it slowly walked away. I can hear that motherfucker clicking and clacking into the distance. And what's crazier is that this motherfucker didn't even like open the door or nothing. So I'm looking back at this story that my grandma told me earlier about this centaur, half human, half witch, who lives in the goddamn forest. And now it's the middle of the night, and I'm seeing this, and I'm hearing horse shoes, horse feet walking around this bay. I'm like, yo, what the hell? Now, mind you, those niggas did get robbed that night. Yes, they got robbed. My aunts and my cousins, they got robbed later that night after the centaur pulled up and left. Some random nigga, I'm chilling, I hear knocking on the door, I look in the, nigga, I open the door like, what the fuck is this? Oh, is so-and-so here? Yeah, blah, 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 hold up. Nigga, I try to wake my aunt up. This nigga burst through the goddamn door, opens the door anyway. I'm like, goddamn, nigga. And then he's like trying to wake my aunt up. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. Trying to wake my aunt up, this, that, and the third, and he leaves. So then I'm laying down on the couch this time. And later that night, like an hour, like maybe like 10, 20 minutes later, I hear somebody walk into the house. And it's the same nigga and some other nigga just standing there. Now, I close my eyes, I open my eyes. The nigga who walked in the first time, he's just staring at me. Like he's looking at me from the couch. Like I'm looking at him, he's looking at me from the couch. He's just staring at me. I look behind him and I see another nigga grabbing a TV, bro. And like off the counter. This nigga's grabbing the goddamn TV. And that nigga was built as hell, bro. The nigga watching me was like 6'3", bro. 6'5". The other nigga, he was much shorter, like I don't know, like 5'10", 5'11". But that nigga looked like he had one of those athlete jackets. Y'all know what I'm talking about, like in high school or in school, like when you have like those athlete jackets. I can't explain them very well, but he had one of them hoes on, and that nigga look buff as hell with that shit on. I'm like, hell no, nigga. What the fuck? I'm 8 years old. I'm not about to go flying around this bit. I'm not about to let them use me as a football or nothing like that. So I pretend to be asleep, and they leave, and I pretend to wake up, and eventually everybody else wakes up, and they're like, "Oh my god, what happened? What happened?" Like I'm just blatantly told them like they got robbed, and I wouldn't just happen. Like I was a very honest kid back then, like a very straightforward ass nigga. Like, bro, y'all got robbed, and that when this is happening. My older cousin talking about something. Oh, why didn't you do nothing? Da 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 da. Okay, first off, dickhead, nigga, you're the one with the fucking gun. You showed me that shit, and you had the laser sight, so you wouldn't have missed. I wasn't strapped, bummo, stupid. Don't get mad at me. So then, cops come, and like he's like, oh, what happened, youngin? What happened? I tell him what happened. She's writing it down. Now we go home. On the way home, my mom tripping. Oh, do you know what could have happened to my son? Just going crazy, right? This is real kicker. like maybe 3 years later, like years later, like 3 to maybe 5 years later, we go to Burger King, and guess who I see in the drive-through giving us our food? Oh, like through the drive-through, yeah, like through the drive-through, through the first drive-through or some shit like that. The same nigga watching over me as I'm watching these niggas get robbed. It was the same nigga, and like he looks at me, and I look at him, and I like he gazes at me, and all he does is like he just throws us, but he smiles at me. That's all he does. He literally smiles at me, and we drive off, and that's what happened. And I'm like, yo, I know that's the nigga. I know that's the motherfucker who did all that. You know what I mean? Like, what? And that's what happened, y'all. That's gonna conclude this story. I know that like it came kind of like the first story kind of came with the bonus story, but it was all like in some sense like it all happened the same night basically, and it was crazy, y'all. That Centaur witch. I hope she doesn't know I exist anymore. I hope she doesn't. She's not worried about me and the niggas who robbed my aunt's place. I hope I don't know they get touched or something like that, but I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all have a lovely day. Or Rahu.